Alright, hey guys, back with another discussion video because
Pokemon
announcements.
Yeah, like wow.
We would have probably made one for the state of play, but it was not much, honestly.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 as far as I'm aware. I was at work.
I mean, okay, you know what? Let's do it real quick. All right, Final Fantasy 7 remake on PS5, adding new content to the game, or adding cut content to the game, and a new story chapter with Yuffie.
And then
fucking cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Fort Fantasy 7.
Oh yeah, the two, they weren't even in the state of play. That was just came out after.
Oh yeah, I know.
Ever Crisis and
Ever Crisis.
The First Soldier, the fucking battle royale of all the things.
Ever Crisis actually looks pretty cool because it looks like it could be like a more gameplay faithful, like at least
recreation to Final
yeah.
Fantasy 7. Yeah, with extra story content, adding stuff from the other things. But yeah, I mean, we don't. That was the only thing we cared about. I mean, the other stuff was just they already announced those games. They're just giving us release dates for them, you know, for the most part. And it's like, okay, you know, there's nothing I really cared about. Crash Bandicoot 4 coming to PS5.
Yeah, we already knew about that.
Even then, it's like it's already a game that exists.
Yeah.
You could go out and play that right now. You know, they didn't really have anything new or exciting in the state of play, which is, I don't know, very interesting. But anyways, that's not the entirety of this video. Let's move on. I just figured we'd give our, you know,
2 cents on that.
Yeah, because you know we weren't able to make a discussion for it. But now we're on to the Pokemon Presents.
Yeah, we woke up this morning, we had the wrong time, had to wait an hour just like everybody else, because 9 o'clock doesn't mean 9 o'clock anymore.
Oh, well, I don't know. For some reason, PDT meant something else according to the internet.
Yeah, Pokemon Daily Time.
I was wondering, I was like, did they mean Pacific Time? I was like, what's PDT? So I look up PDT to EST, and it's like 2 hours. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's weird.
What is that, like, in the middle of the ocean or some shit? What the fuck?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They said 7 a.m. PDT.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what's PDT mean? Because I've heard of Pacific Time, I've heard of Eastern Standard Time, I've never heard of PDT. So anyways, I look it up and it says 2 hours. So I'm like, okay, it's kind of strange. You would think they would do Pacific Time, but anyways, whatever. So it was 10 a.m. You know, we woke up and we were like, all right, we could watch this because it's early in the morning, and none of us have to go to work at the time. You know. Yeah. So we were like, all right, boyo, let's do it. And of course, the first thing they start off with in the Pokemon Presents is a 6-minute long video that they do every single anniversary. I swear to God, it feels like they do this every single time. They're just like, oh, look at all the cool shit we did. Except this time they used hashtags at the bottom.
Yeah, then they completely skipped out on the Coliseum games.
Yeah, they skipped out on XD, Coliseum.
No Conquest in here either.
Yeah, unless... What the fuck is this, by the way?
That's a Japan-only, arcade game.
It looks kind of cool. I mean, it looks that we never got it. Arcade Cabinet Trio Battle. I find it ridiculous, by the way, that they kept repeating, every single hashtag. Hashtag movie, hashtag anime, hashtag, you know, I don't know. They just repeated it over and over. Hashtag trading cards.
Yeah. And specifically with the global link. It's like, haha, you can't have this anymore.
Oh, yeah, I know. I know.
But,
It was a good... Okay, despite, you know, me, not really being salty about it, but just despite everything, the video itself was kind of cool. I just wish they said 20 minutes.
And
20 minutes.
6 of that on this.
Six minutes of this was just spent on this cool video.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, you know, and obviously they had announcements. It's just like, you say 20 minutes, you spend 6 of those minutes letting us do that, you know. But anyways, whatever. They went through all the cool stuff that Pokemon's gone through. Most of it being merchandise and other stuff, you know.
It's like, hey, capitalism.
Pretty much. Other than that, I thought the video itself was fine. I
saw some Magikarp takoyaki in there. That was pretty interesting.
That sounds pretty good.
But
Anyway, so once that video was over, there was nothing else to discuss. They showed off new Pokemon Snap, which, to be fair, that is a very hyped game, you know, at least for me. There's a lot to look forward to with this game.
I've never played Pokemon Snap. I just know you drive in the Egg Walker from Sonic Adventure 2, and that's pretty poggers.
I mean, it's a pretty short, like, 2-hour game, honestly. You could do everything in about 2 hours in that game. You know, for its time, it was kind of just getting people hyped for the Pokemon series, you know? The fact that they would actually do something like this, I'm still surprised. Like, because I remember this just, like, Shadow drop. Not really even Shadow drop. They just Shadow announced it. I was like, what? Out of nowhere. Nobody was expecting a new Pokemon Snap game, you know? Nobody was. At least in my opinion, I don't think anybody was, you know?
Well, it looks cool at the very least.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm really happy about what they're doing. Right, Tyranitar choking on an apple. Or, my bad, a fluff fruit.
Yeah, it's not an apple, it's a fluff fruit.
Yeah, and just some other cool stuff, you know. They got some new ideas they got in mind.
Yeah, they had to replace the pester balls with, like, some glowy balls.
Yeah,
you know,
we can't pester them anymore.
Yeah.
But that's alright. It's no biggie. I'm really excited for this game. I'm really wondering how in-depth it'll go.
I'll try it out. I'm not sure if I'll spend a lot of time on it, but I'll try it.
I actually have to wonder how long do they expect this game to be. I hope it's at least like 10 hours.
I'm gonna guess like 14 hours.
14 hours?
Like if you're talking extra stuff, I feel like it's gonna be a good 4 hours if you're just going through the regular game. But that's just my guess.
Maybe.
But yeah, not much really to say about this. It's just interesting.
It's just cool to see this return in a sense, you know. Tons of cool new stuff. April 30th, we don't really have that long to wait. That's literally 2 months from now. It's something to be pretty excited for. The rest of the stuff they announced was just stuff we already knew.
Just a whole bunch of whatever.
Literally stuff we already knew about. They literally were like...
Pokemon Go, Pokemon Master Sex, Cafe Mix.
Literally all stuff we knew about. And then... the two big announcements.
Well, the first of which is Brilliant Diamond and, what is it, Shining Pearl?
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
I'm a little
when we first saw this, I was like, okay, they're finally doing the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Let's see how Game Freak is doing it. And there's a key word, Game Freak. You know, everybody, at least that's my reaction. Like, how's Game Freak gonna handle it? And then we saw the gameplay, and I was like, oh god, they don't care.
I thought it was an Android game.
I thought so too. I thought it was a mobile game.
Yeah, that's
I was like, oh god, are they releasing this on a mobile game?
Because it looks
I was like,
a
oh
mobile.
no.
But no, it is Switch bound, so.
Yeah, I know. But like, my first reaction was like, oh god, it's a mobile game, isn't it? They're treating it like a mobile game.
I mean, it doesn't look bad, I guess.
No, it's not too bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've gotten kind of, like, fond of the whole chibi art style a little bit now. You know, it's gotten a little, like, interesting for me. Especially now that we know of the information that this is not being sourced out by, or this is not being handled by Game Freak, and in fact is being outsourced to a different company.
It's really weird, too, because this is the one time where they're, like, not treating it where it's like, yeah, it's a remake of the original, but it's also kind of its own thing. As far as I can tell, this is pretty much just
a 1-to-1 remake of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, and
which is really strange, you know?
I'm not sure I'm gonna care too much if it's just a 1-to-1 remake with no differences whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna pick it up because, I mean, the original Diamond and Pearl remakes were pretty shit. Or, no, not the original Diamond and Pearl remakes. I mean, the original Diamond and Pearl were pretty bad in terms of, like...
I mean, Platinum exists, though.
Yeah, but remember, there's Pokemon that you can't get in Platinum.
Yeah, that's true.
And not to mention, you know, despite, you know, Diamond and Pearl, you know, Platinum has different story elements as well. Not to mention, Diamond and Pearl also have different gyms than Platinum. Platinum changed the gyms.
Well, it didn't change the gym, it changed the gym's order, right?
No, it changed the gyms.
Oh, you mean like the design of the gyms itself? I thought you meant like different gym leaders.
No. They had the same gym leaders, but the designs of the gym were completely different.
Well, as far as I know, the original gym designs were actually kind of shit.
I mean, I still think that it's a different enough game to get its own remake in a sense.
There feels like there's some level of scope lost to it somehow, though.
Yeah, it definitely feels like, especially considering it's, you know, going back to the random encounters. Like, that's really strange to
I
me.
don't think it's really that. I just think it's something that's been lost in the art design and the transition.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like something's missing.
It's kind of strange,
Let me say, I don't have much nostalgia for Gen 4. Like, it's one of my favorite regions, but I played it very late in my, comparatively, like, for how old
This
I am.
was, like, the game for me. Like, this was, like, the second game in the series that I played, obviously.
Oh, really?
Well, next to, like, Emerald and Fire Red and Leaf Green, but you know what I mean. This was, like, the next generation that I got into, pretty much.
Yeah.
I started off in Gen 3, and then, I got into Gen 4
They just really don't.
as a kid.
They just don't know what they want to do with these remakes anymore, I don't think.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily Game Freak themselves. Remember, this is being outsourced to somebody completely different.
Well, I'm talking about just the Pokemon Company in general.
Maybe.
Because they still have to have a hand in this.
I'm hoping that maybe if they announce some more stuff for this game, that there might be some stuff. Because I will say this: if it is just a 1-to-1 remake, I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Yeah, I'll just stick to Platinum personally.
Yeah.
But if it's got some new stuff going on, because that's always what the main draw is for me. What is new in like Heart Gold and Silver? What was new in Oros? I have my problems with Oros, but the new content in that game was actually really interesting. I found it pretty enjoyable.
What was new in Heart Gold and Soul Silver?
They added some stuff to Kanto. I know that much.
Yeah, but it didn't really seem...
I mean, they add a lot of stuff. Well, there's the Poke Athlon for one. That's one of the bigger things that they added.
That's true. And the walking Pokemon stuff is also kind of cool.
Walking with Pokemon, the dress-up stuff.
Yeah, that's true. There was quite a bit.
The Steven stuff in Kanto.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the Cynthia stuff as well.
Not to mention the Hoenn encounters for, the way they changed the Poke, what do you call it? The Poke gear in general,
That's true.
There was Kyogre and not only that, Safari Zone with a customizable Safari Zone.
Oh yeah, there was that.
There was quite a bit they added to Heart Gold and Soul
Oh, I
Silver.
wasn't saying that. I was just saying like I couldn't remember what they added. Oros definitely went in a more different direction in terms of what they changed. Because like they changed story elements. They, did a lot more. I mean, it's not like Ho-Oh and Lugia got like I don't know, fucking gold and silver forms or something,
Because I think that one of the main draws of these games isn't these remakes isn't so much it's the original again. It's like it's the original game, but what have they added to it to make it a new experience?
Yeah, exactly. It just, especially just looking at it just feel like just a 1-to-1 remake,
Because it's not the thing about these games is that, as far as I'm aware, it's not hard to get your hands on a DS Lite. They're like $40.
I don't know about that. I mean, probably, but that still doesn't matter to me,
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I'm pretty sure this is selling to the people that would want to have a Sinnoh remake. People have been clamoring for a Sinnoh remake for quite some time, and
I'm aware. I'm not saying it's
this has been
thing.
pretty divisive in terms of how people are reacting.
I'm not gonna go out here and say that it's like just full on bad.
It's not bad. I personally think I've grown kind of past it.
It's gonna be a good way for people who
my
played
initial
Sinnoh.
reaction was thinking that this was being done by Game Freak, though. And
No.
that's why I was thinking to myself, like, oh god, they don't care. This is just a mobile game,
Who's
you know.
working on this again?
ICLB?
Ikla, something like that? Ilka?
ICLA or something.
Ilka.
ILCA, right.
Ilka, I think is how they pronounce
Ilka,
it.
yeah.
What was it that they said they worked on?
They worked on
Quest
Dragon Quest XI-S. They worked on some other games. I can't remember what the other one. The only other one that we remember.
But they worked on Dragon Quest XI-S, which that was a.
They probably worked on the models and whatnot for all the characters, and maybe were able to like implement. It's pretty cool though. I'm still a little hopeful that maybe there might be something with it. If it's a 1-to-1 remake, I'm not sure how to feel about it, especially considering the designs for Lucas and Dawn are just the exact same.
Yeah, that was weird to me, because they usually...
It's completely weird.
Yeah, they change up the designs usually, so...
Yeah.
It's just weird for them to just use the straight-up same designs, because... I don't know, if anybody's not really a Pokemon fan, well, I don't know why you're clicking on this, but... as you're all probably aware, they like to do some weird timeline shit, and it's not like I'm diehard just like, oh, where's the timeline stuff, but it's just weird to see them completely abandon the idea.
Yeah, that's true. When it comes to these remakes, they seem to have like their own timeline, you know?
I guess maybe they're just deciding, whatever, it doesn't matter. Which, to be fair, it's not the worst thing in the world.
It's not. I will say this, though. You know, I don't think it looks bad. It looks... I've gotten kind of used to it, and I think I would actually enjoy it, like the chibi art style and whatnot. It's just kind of weird. This feels like...
Something just feels off about it. It feels like a fan remake.
Yeah, it does. It feels like a fan remake of Diamond and Pearl.
Which is kind of the same feeling I got from Link's Awakening DX. Like, this game just makes me... Or not DX, HD.
Yeah, Link's Awakening.
This feels a lot like Link's Awakening HD. Especially in the way that if this is a one-to-one port with no enhancements, other than the graphics, because that's just weird.
Yeah, that's true. It would be kind of strange to just, like I said, I'm still hopeful that there might be something. They have all year to announce extra content for this game, get people hyped for it. Maybe Mega Evolutions are returning, and we'll have some new Mega Evolutions or something. I don't know.
Just give me some more story. Oh god, I mean, I guess it would be nice if they had like Galar Pokemon, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just all the Pokemon.
Yeah, that would be cool. Having some.
Also, I've noticed that there's a defense animation when you're using Protect.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's an attack or that's an animation Floatzel does.
Is it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at Floatzel's animations later, but I'm pretty sure that's new.
I'm not 100%
because it like curls over like it's defending.
No, that's it doing its attack. It does attack with its tails.
Oh, it does? I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
It's not a Floatzel name.
Me neither, so I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that animation before.
But, by the way, the Gen 4 remakes, there's not really like too much to really say about it after all we have said. It is what it is.
Our initial reaction was pretty low on it. I've grown accustomed to it a little more now. I am a little excited for it. I'm not really excited.
I'm excited for the possibilities.
Yeah, I'm excited for the possibilities. I just hope that it's a little bit more.
Yeah, just add some. Just not. You don't have to add like too much. Just a couple features here and there. Some new stuff to do.
Yeah.
Some. Of course, the updated Pokedex.
Yeah, exactly.
So
just something new, something a little more. I'm hoping that there's just something to it. Anyway, so on to our next announcement. Here's the big one.
Yeah, good
As
Lord.
soon as that was done, we're like, oh boy, this is it, right?
The Legend of Pikachu.
And then we were like,
Breath
nope.
of-
But
Breath
another
of-
story awaits.
Yeah.
And then they show off this.
A desk. They show a desk. That's.
I had no idea what to feel when I saw this. I was like, what is this?
What
I was
is
like, this can either be
What is
something
this?
really good or really bad. It's either something really good that people are gonna really enjoy,
or it's just tab out. So
yeah,
it's done.
My first reaction to this when I saw the gameplay, was I thought this right here at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right here, I thought this was a Pokemon Rangers game. The way that the character looked, it kind of does look like a Pokemon Ranger game.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
And I thought to myself, I was like, and then the second shot right here, was like, is this an open world adventure game?
And that's exactly what it is.
Well, yeah.
Also, I just realized, why Wild Piplup?
Well, yeah, you can found Wild Chimchar as well.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway, so there's a reason why I was like, oh, an open world Pokemon Ranger game. You had a similar idea.
Yeah, I had the idea a long time ago that it'd be cool if they brought back Pokemon Ranger as kind of like a 3D almost
open
adventure
world
platforming sort of game.
Yeah, open world adventure game.
This isn't exactly that, but it is an open world Pokemon game
that people have been clamoring for so long.
Honestly, it looks really rough, but the possibilities of what they could do here are so cool.
Yes. I'm really excited. By the way, the title of this game is called Pokemon Legends.
Yeah,
so
Pokemon...
we should just mention that.
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah. Which it has its own logo, so it makes me think that there might be more.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Either way, it looks just really freaking cool.
Yeah, new attack animations for Pokemon. Cyndaquil has its fire back.
Big news, Cyndaquil, he has fire.
He has fire back, but like, fucking Lucario does the Tatsumaki.
Yeah.
I know that Lucario does Riolu does a new animation.
For like a quick attack or whatever it is.
Yeah, and the Lucario does the Tatsumaki when he does close combat.
There is so much to unpack here. The possibilities
so
of
much.
what
We've been watching this video, not really all day, but like when I got home from work, I just like started like kind of like analyzing the video, noticing just little differences. It's definitely rough. You can definitely tell because like the animations for the Pokemon have like 5 frames.
Obviously, they're in the middle of optimization. They have an entire year.
I'm hoping that, they have an entire year.
Look at what they have done, though. There's so much detail to the backgrounds and everything. It's like, there is so much potential here.
Mm-hmm. It's really, really hype. I'm hoping that the game will be a lot better. When I first saw this, I thought it was an MMO because, like, the way that Pokemon were, like, had, like, only 5 frames. That's a very MMO thing, Because, there's a lot of people on the screen, and so there's gonna be, they have to cut the frames in order to make the thing work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
At least that's how a lot of old MMOs were.
Yeah,
at least I think
Warcraft or whatever.
I think I remember that being the case. Obviously nowadays it's a lot better. RuneScape was kind of like that. The RuneScape was sprite based, but just so much more about this though. I thought it was an MMO, and I was like, oh my god, they're actually doing the MMO, the thing everybody was wanting.
I don't know about me wanting that, but...
Well, a lot of people really want MMOs. An MMO Pokemon game, because that's super huge.
Well, I'm glad that it's the thing that I want, which is the open world game. That would be...
both are good.
Listen, so many people are saying fucking... I don't know. There was always that meme when Sword and Shield was coming out. It's like, oh, it should be like Breath of the Wild with Pokemon mechanics. No, I was never one of those people. But I thought that if they worked in open world, at the very least, right, they could keep like the RPG stuff. And it seems like that's what they're doing here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I never thought that they couldn't keep the RPG stuff. The RPG
I'm not talking about you though. I'm talking about like the the people on Twitter, the angry guys.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, they could keep they have kept the RPG stuff, and I don't think there was much to change, the world does look pretty barren, but I don't think we've seen much of it, we haven't really seen much of it. We've only seen very small clips,
What I'm worried about so far is what's your goal gonna be other than just the Pokedex?
I do have to wonder
because that's gonna get old quick if it's just the Pokedex.
Yeah, it might. I do hope there's a lot more to it. Seems like Arceus is going to have a big importance to the story, which is downright amazing.
Arceus got cucked back in Gen 4. Now he gets his own entire game.
Yeah, exactly.
And it overshadows the actual Diamond and Pearl remake.
Which is pretty crazy, Part of me wonders if like this was originally supposed to be the Diamond and Pearl remakes, but then they decided to change up the idea and like just outsource the Diamond and Pearl remakes to somebody else in case
maybe the proper remake.
Because if you think about it, investors might have been like, no, we want Diamond and Pearl remakes because that's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what the media has been saying.
I mean, we don't know that for sure. To be
no, fair. Of course not. But it's just something I always assume because it's 9 times out of 10, it's always investors the reason why, video games are the way they are, because they have to keep the investors happy, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to take blame. I don't want to be like, oh, it's totally the investors, but like that's just how I interpret it, because I know that a lot of companies look at it from a business standpoint,
Just looking at the footage, it's so unreal.
It is, I know, and it I'm not sure if has it been confirmed it's Breath of the Wild engine or no?
No, it certainly looks like it though. But...
It certainly does look like, especially the way that like they walk and everything. It looks very similar to like Link's walking animation and whatnot.
I don't know. It just there's very clearly some. I have to say it feels like there's so much more effort and inspiration going into this. Where I'll admit, I was a bit of a pessimist with Pokemon during Gen 8. Not so much to say that it's like, oh, if you like Sword and Shield, you're just dumb. But, like, for me personally, for the reasons that I play Pokemon, it always felt like it was just creatively bankrupt.
Yeah,
and
pretty
I had
much.
such low hopes for Gen 9.
Generation 8 felt so barren, and what I was actually hoping for was Sword and Shield sequels. Like they did with Black and White 2. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I do prefer this, but I'm saying, like, before... Because I wasn't expecting this. I don't think anybody came into this expecting this.
Yeah, seriously.
Nobody came in expecting a fucking open-world Pokemon game.
Yeah, that was always just something
But what I was hoping for was a Sword and Shield sequel, because I really just wanted the Sword and Shield to have a second chance, you know? Something to make them a little better, you know? I hate for them to just...
Be a lot of work to do there.
I know, but I'd hate for them to just, you know, drop the game and just, like, you know, not have any... like, drop the whole generation and just not have... Just, like, the way it is, because there are... In my opinion, there are some problems with it. You know, a lot of the routes were just way too simple. There was... I mean, I don't want to be the kind of person that complains about a game being too easy, but it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really care about the difficulty of a Pokemon game, but it was one of the few times where I was just like...
That's because there wasn't really too much interesting to intersplice between it. That's
yeah, and don't even get me started on the story.
Yeah, that's the main thing to
A sequel could have made like a much better story involving like Eternatus or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have done a lot more. Made like a whole new like team, you know, bad team that does more, and maybe like, you know, bring more development to Chairman Rose or something. I don't fucking know. They could have done a lot more if they had made a sequel.
I'm just happy with what they got, cause like...
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll gladly take Sword and Shield dying to make a game like this happen.
Listen, the idea of being able to like climb and swim and, you know, just do shit to get closer to Pokemon. Maybe there's gonna be like, oh god, can you even imagine legendary encounters where the entire challenge is just getting close enough to even fight them?
Yeah.
God, are you going to have like HP or something? Just your trainer does? That would be cool.
I'm not sure about that.
Because these are like completely wild Pokemon who don't know anything about society.
That's true. I don't know about that. That would be kind of strange.
I mean, it would be, but look at what we're looking at. This is strange enough. Like, I don't think they need to do that idea, obviously, but there's so many things they could do here. I want them to be creative and see what they could do. They already have a rolling feature. You can roll. You couldn't do shit except for walk around in previous games.
Yeah, I know. Which is
can...
all I want, you know. I'm just glad we can roll.
I don't know what that game is, but it's like run, jump, and climb. Okay, wait, no, that's Bubsy 3D. That's what's on the back of the box.
Run, jump, and climb.
But make it like the back of Bubsy 3D. Run, jump, and climb anywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
But this is the one game that I know a lot of people are really excited for. It's what everybody really wants in a Pokemon game. This is, and I'm hoping... There are some concerns I have with this game. The one thing being the fact that they called this Pokemon Legends and like the title and everything. You know, the fact that it seems like it might be its own series, which in itself would be kind of cool.
Personally, I feel like that's a fail-safe.
That could be the case. In itself is kind of cool because then we could maybe get like a Pokemon Legends like Rayquaza and have the origins of Hoenn.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe like Pokemon Legends Celebi.
Which, that's fine, but if that's the case, I want them to take what works in this game and implement it into the main series.
Into Generation 9. If they can do that.
I want to explore big cities and stuff, you know? I want to be able to just let me have fun exploring in Pokemon.
Yeah, and if they... another thing is outsourcing. Going back to the whole Diamond and Pearl thing, outsourcing games to other companies is a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
this is finally a good chance for them to not only keep investors pleased.
Yes, meet their yearly quota.
Keep all the other companies pleased. They have to meet that yearly quota because, the investors just want money, you know, or just not even just investors, but just companies in general, that work with this. They just want the money, you know. But Game Freak themselves can actually take the time to develop a game that would be worthy. In my opinion. It's the
best of both worlds.
Exactly.
God, I'm just imagining like physics-based puzzles. The fact that oh god, I'm getting excited like from when the first trailer for Breath of the Wild dropped. Like the first.
See, what I'm kind of hoping is something similar to what they're doing in Xenoblade 2 with like field skills. You know?
Oh yeah.
Have like
based on the party that you have. And
yeah.
since you have a PC box, you can just draw them out instantly whenever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh well, I mean, I guess PCs wouldn't exist back then, but they could figure something out.
Oh, I'm sure there's probably something.
But it's just the possibility. By the way, I meant to say this: the presenter that they have here looks like a freaking anime villain.
Yeah, I could see
like,
it.
That's the main bad guy of Persona 6. I'm calling it now.
I could see it. He was bullied as a child, and then he became like a rich businessman, and so now
he owns the Pokemon company.
He owns the Pokemon company and is now taking revenge on everybody that made fun of him.
Oh, that Pokemon! That looks a little weird. It's a monster from Shin Megami Tensei.
Shin Megumi.
And now everyone is dead because DS. Where am I taking this?
I don't know.
Either way, this just looks amazing, and I want them to make it really good. You know, lots of it. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
The one thing I'm fully expecting with this game.
This is the most excited I've been for a Pokemon game since Gen 5.
Yeah, but the one thing I am fully expecting with this game is it to be delayed.
If it is, good.
Yeah. I'm fully expecting this game to be delayed.
This is the one time a game gets delayed and everybody in unison just cheers.
I don't know why. I'm just gonna make that bold statement, but I fully expect this game to be delayed. Here's the thing.
Right.
Here's the thing. All right, if we don't get any sort of announcement or update on the game by October or something, yeah, the game's delayed. Good. There's no way that they're gonna keep us in the dark on this game for that long. Okay. If they do start trickling announcements or something around that time, then maybe I can start believing that it might be released early next year. Because they said release date was early 2022. That is like a year from now, literally 1 year from now.
Can I get a mid 22 at the earliest?
Yeah.
Maybe, please, because I want this game to like.
Yeah, I want it to be good.
I want it to shine. I want you to
fall
like shit.
Another thing is, if it does get delayed, that could also mean bad, but we'll see.
It could, but okay. That famous Miyamoto quote. Everybody always
delayed
game is eventually good, but rush game is bad for everyone.
Yeah, I know. We know that quote. Everybody quotes it. It's kind of annoying, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It's mostly accurate, though.
Yeah, mostly accurate. I do hope that if they do this game, I hope they do this game well.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. No matter how many problems there would be with this game, people, I know for a fact, are going to look at this game and praise it because it's doing something ambitious.
Yes, that's what we want from Pokemon. We want
Sword and Shield was not that ambitious, in my opinion. At the very least, Generation 6 and 7 was still ambitious in terms of the way that they wanted to handle things. The only thing Generation 8 had that was considered quote-unquote ambitious was the 360 camera movement. That is pretty much it in the wild area. If that's the most ambitious thing you can do for this game, I don't know, But I don't know how to feel.
This looks like it's just throwing out everything and being like, fuck it, cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just every idea. Who's got ideas? I'm taking
One
ideas.
thing I was hoping for that they would do in the future was change the textures for the Pokemon. Because they don't look as good,
Baby steps.
Well, not in this game. In this game, except for Rhyhorn. I don't know why Rhyhorn is blue.
Yeah, Rhyhorn is light blue. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Sinnoh Rhyhorn, and he's
Sinnoh Rhyhorn, yeah.
And he's water type. There we go.
Yeah, sure.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
He's a water rock type.
By the way, I hope you literally can just like walk into the wrong area and run to a Garchomp.
Oh yeah, I people were making jokes about You walk into the wild area.
Oh, yeah. Territorial Darmanitan.
Territorial Darmanitan.
I don't know. We're just going to keep repeating ourselves if we keep saying shit.
Oh, I know. There's not much footage to go off of,
But what is here...
There is quite a bit.
Excited.
But,
I leak.
Yeah. I love what they've got going on.
Speaking of leaks...
actually, wait.
What?
Look at this. Hold on. Sorry. Look at this scene right here.
Oh, God. Don't make me edit this in.
Like, look how good it is. It's like 60 frames.
Oh yeah, I know, but
it's crazy.
You might have edited in frames.
Oh, probably, but Anyways,
I don't know if that's how that works. But, all in all, for the entire thing as a whole, the entire presentation was kind of meh, but that announcement at the end was fucking fantastic.
oh yeah, it was worth it. It was worth the wait.
Yeah, it was worth
I
the
was
weird
I
shit.
was coming into this like fully expecting the Diamond and Pearl remakes to just be announced and then that would be it.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the Diamond and Pearl remakes, I was like, oh, this doesn't look as good as I wanted it to be.
Well, it's okay. It's, it's Ilka. It's whatever.
Oh yeah, it's done by a different company, which is completely fine. But like I said, if this was being done by Game Freak,
Yeah, what are you doing?
like I said, if this was their big ambition was just doing this, then it made me feel like that they just didn't care.
But we got multiple big projects at a time done by different studios. We have an open world. We're making steps in the right direction.
Yeah.
After years of stagnation, it feels like we're actually making some bigger strides now.
Yeah, finally getting to something bigger for
Sun
3D.
and Moon was baby steps in the right direction until they tripped, in my opinion. But
well, they still had the Sun and Moon engine pretty much. And
I know, but
like I said, I think they were.
This looks so good.
I mean, I've told you my theory on how Pokemon handles stuff. When it comes to Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Whenever they move to a new console, it takes them at least 2 or 3 games to just finally understand what they can you do. What they can utilize on the system. And the fact that we're getting something this ambitious makes me think that they haven't even scratched the surface of what they can do on the Switch.
So yeah, impress us.
Yeah, I'm hoping Generation 9 is going to be a big deciding factor on how how Pokemon is going to be seen.
Now all they have to do is distribute Zaru to American Gmail users, and then they'll be back in my good graces.
You are still going to keep going on about
I
that.
can't do a living dex without a goddamn Zarude.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Pretty shitty, honestly.
But all in all, good. I want to
A
see
good
more.
presentation. I mean, if we had to rate everything overall, it was pretty meh.
But that's just on average.
Yeah,
That-
the one exciting thing was all that we really needed.
Yeah. But
I mean, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw it.
Yeah. Let us know if you're excited for Pokemon Legends, or the Diamond and Pearl remakes,
Or Pokemon Go having an announcement, or in Pokemon Snap, right?
Let us know if you're excited for new content in Pokemon Cafe Mix.
Yeah,
That's
let us
important
know everything that you thought you wanted to see.
thing. Let us know if you should eat an apple and choke on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, you shouldn't.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like the video and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, and have a good day.
Have a good day.